Yeah! Whoa! Woo! Welcome to Open Mic. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Hey everybody, how's it going? Y'all good? Look at those smiling faces. God, you people are beautiful. Never seen such a beautiful group of people in all my life. I swear to God. Sunday's running a little late. Website issues, those things happen. So we got to take care of business. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, my name is Aaron. Nice to meet you all, or who I haven't met. And we're going to have fun tonight. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. Let's see here. Who are we going to pick on tonight? Who are we going to look? She's all right. Let's see here. You want to start us off, V?
I think that'd be a great idea.
I think it would be too. I'm feeling the vibe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, V.
Hey, everybody. Woo! So if your man is addicted to porn, does that make you his side piece? I'm not talking about side piece to the man. I'm talking about side piece to the hand. Because y'all know the truth. Phone pussy is winning these days. All of y'all are hooked on phone pussy. I can tell. Don't be ashamed. I know it's just, a routine of scrolling with your left hand and making yourself never want a real pussy with your right hand. I know. I've got a real one. Phone pussy is taking all the men. You know why? Tell me! And then we've all met mixed race people. We run into them all the time. Mixed race people, right? But were you aware that centuries and centuries ago, it was illegal to make mixed race babies? Illegal. Unless you were a slave owner. They cornered that market. Yeah, they were making the mixed race babies day and night. Sometimes at noon. It was like that until Mandingo decided he needed a taste of Missy. Or was it Missy had to have her a taste of Mandingo? Either or, the baby came out caramel. So you know what happened. They boiled Mandingo in a gigantic pot of oil on the front lawn of the plantation in front of the big house. It was a whoop-whopping party. Let me tell you. Okay, clap it up if you've seen the movie Mandingo. I think you guys are in the dark. Yes, Aaron. And yay, 2 people. Okay, the rest of you, you're gonna love it. Put it on your to-watch list, because the guy who played Mandingo was a former boxer, and he was big and soft cut, not hard cut with the veins popping, make you go, ah! No, it was the kind that you get to roll in. Yeah, anyway. When he was boiling in that big pot of oil, the oil was splashing in the bubbles, and he was writhing and screaming in slow motion, and I was like, I gotta get me a big pot of oil. Sounds like some of y'all want to get in there with me. Yay! I'm gonna bring it back. It's gonna be like the modern day jacuzzi. Yes, and we're not going to heat it up to the boil. We're going to heat it up to tepid. Say it with me now. Tepid. Isn't that sexy? It's perfect for slow motion rising. Tepid. Well, I actually love that story because I realized how the Caucasian man loves his Caucasian queen. 'Cause he didn't boil Missy in a pot of oil. No, he did not. He put her on a pedestal and dangled her like a carrot. You guys know where I'm going with this. In front of the black man for centuries and centuries. And that helped me understand our cultural psyche. And I realized the American dream for the African American male, drumroll please, is a plot of land, a big watch, and you know it, you're thinking it, you want to say it, a white woman. That wasn't a surprise. You surprised? Hey, well, if you know history, the great Frederick Douglass, who helped us free ourselves and educate ourselves. Anybody know who he settled with? Come on. A white woman! He guessed history, so the rest of you now know facts. Yes! Anybody know the names Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale? Anybody know where they come from? Where do they come from? The Black Panther Party. And who did they settle with? Well, good you said that. I don't know for sure, but there was a lot of poking going on. Because you know, them self-righteous Karens had to go down and volunteer for the Black Panther Party education program. They had to make sure those underserved children were educated properly and squeeze them black men's fuzzy, foamy. They thought it was rough, but it was soft. They found out it was actually cushy. Yeah, poking started. It's kind of like how it is nowadays, you know. But anyway, that goes to prove my point. And there's only one black man in here now that I can see. But many of you do know other black men, or you've been near them. And you'll probably run this by them and they'll tell you, yo, half of them will tell you, yo, that's not me. I'm not down with the white woman. But the other half will say, down low, that's reparations enough for me. Well, that's really more like 65, 70%. Just on my personal poll, you know. Yeah, because phone pussy's got 80%. Anyway. Yeah, and that is coupled with the psyche and the American dream for the African American woman. Do you want to know what that is? Drum roll, please. The African American woman's dream is a plot of land. What's happening, beautiful?
How are you doing, everybody? We are here visiting for a parking spot. There you go. Gotta hold it up. Hey. Sorry, I was supposed to be here early for somebody. Is she here? Abby Rose? You're here. You want to kill me, but there's nothing we can do. Absolutely nothing.
Well, we don't want
Give her a round of applause for opening. God bless her. Did you open? You were doing your set. Did he bring you up?
He started us off.
That. Can I just say something and interrupt her?
Please.
She is one of the most talented moms you're ever going to see. All right, and because she knows she's just wonderful, and what she does is let her kids live and be creative. And you gotta give it up for that, man. Let me start from the beginning so I can see her. Get off the stage.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, get off.
Oh, I was just going to bring you up.
Get off the stage. Get off the stage. Get off the stage. Get off the stage. You know you gotta cut and paste this shit.
I didn't even do my jokes in order.
Good. You're not supposed to. You got a second chance. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? I made it. I made it today because I had to see Abby Rosen. Yeah. That's all I cared about today was I got to get there to see Abby Rosen. And I came out looking like this, and I was like, you know what? Let them figure it out.
I love it.
Once in a while, you have to let other people figure it out because you can't figure it out. You just can't figure it out. I've got craziness going on. I have to tell you, I'm in a culture world. I guess some of you guys don't know me. I run this place along with Aaron McIntyre, who is the director of the Film Actors Cafe. You should all be a part of it because you're all actors, even though you say, oh, I'm just a comedian. Never say just a comedian. And I don't need an acting coach. I used to act all the time. Yeah, well, your brain kind of goes back sometimes. Don't blame the pot. Okay. All right? You know what's funny about smoking pot is when your birds get excited and then everybody knows you're smoking pot. So does anybody else have... I didn't even know that was you. How are you? I just said your name today. Really? Yes, you look like this Puerto Rican guy I know from New York. All of a sudden, I was like, who's this Puerto Rican that rolled up in here? And here he's an MOT. There you go. You know what MOT is? No, okay. It's a member of the tribe. You and I are MOTs. We're members of the tribe. All of us love comedy, right? That's why we're here. We're members of... You got to forgive me, but I can't get used to LA. I can't get used to LA when you get a phone call, okay, or you get a text. And it says something crazy like, I've got a headache, and all day. It says all day. So I can't be there tonight. And I said to myself, I wish you had told me that all day instead of now. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying, because I had to run. We had to do so much stuff, and I had a clogged toilet, and you're going to say, oh, that's just too much information. No, it isn't. My neighbor has a dryer that she won't put this thing into the compartment, so they put it in the vent. Who wants to just inhale lint? You know what I mean? Just inhale lint. And then she says, well, can you come help me fix my dryer? Why is your hair sick? I don't know why Persians call my hair sick, but it's so cool to say sick, right? Because like brothers like, your hair is sick. And I'm like, yeah. And when a Persian says, your hair is sick, I'm like, I don't like the way you said that. I really don't. I'm an official Persian, and I can prove it. I shop and return everything the next day. I'm just saying that. But I will tell you this. When you have a Persian girlfriend, man, they get down. They like, when they're gossiping, they're just like black girls, man. I was like, I hate the principal. My girl was like, I hate the principal too. I was like, if I could, I would beat her ass. And Mitra was like, and I would hold her down. And Tabib today was like, and then we will stone her. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm part of that. I'm from Jersey, we key cars, you know what I'm saying? That's how we roll. All right, so we're here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're your every place space, and we're here for your podcast needs. And Hunter White is our in-house photographer. Whoever needs headshots, give a round of applause to Hunter White, because he's going to be doing a lot of big things. That's Hunter that you have to see after the show. Right. All right, so that already have you working. If you don't want to work, tell me. Okay, because you see, oh, wow, this is LA. What did I just tell you? New York could be, yeah. LA's like, well, we'll see. We'll talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, can we have coffee? I'm like, coffee? Who wants to drink that shit? You need a cup of coffee. That's what you need. And you need a woman in comedy who gets things rolling and always has a wonderful perspective on life and comedy, the world of the one and only, the mighty Miss V. Woo!
Keep it going for Sunda. Entrez-vous, whoever you. All righty. Laugh equally as loud as you did before. If your man is addicted to porn, does that make you his side piece? I'm not talking about side piece to the man. I'm talking about side piece to the hand. Oh, yeah. Because y'all know phone pussy is winning these days. Yeah, all these dudes in here are hooked on it. Yeah, it's all right. No shame in it. I know how it works. You scroll with your left and you make yourself not want a real pussy with your right.
Oh, my God.
That's the world we live in today. Yes, it is. I actually have some really good news, you guys. I recently got invited to join a gang of superheroes. Yes, because of my strong boobies. They fight crime and feed babies. Strong boobies. They repel bullets. Pew! 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 And top off a latte. Don't worry, I've got that. Bloop, bloop. Strong boobies. So when you're in need of a superhero, who are you gonna call?
Me!
Miss B.
Strong boobies.
Yay, me! And if you're calling another superhero, yay, you. Just tell them to call me. Because you never know when someone's going to need motorboating back to good health. A good boom. How you think Jesus rose from the dead? Strong boobies. We all know mixed race people. We meet them all the time. But did you know, centuries and centuries ago, it was illegal to make mixed race babies? Illegal! Unless you were a slave owner. They cornered that market. They were making mixed race babies day and night. Well, that's how it was until Mandingo had to have him a taste of Missy. Or was it Missy who had to have her a taste of Mandingo? Either or, the baby turned out caramel. And they boiled Mandingo in a big pot of oil on the front lawn of the plantation in front of the big house. It was a party. You guys haven't seen the movie Mandingo? Clap it up if you've seen Mandingo. All right, a few. Everybody else, you gotta watch it because the guy who played Mandingo was a former boxer, and he had this big old gorgeous soft cut body, and when he was boiling and that oil was flying in the air, bubbles shooting, spraying, and him moving and writhing in slow motion, screaming, and I was like, I gotta get me a big pot of oil. Sounds like somebody's going in there with me. Yay, I'm gonna make it like the modern day jacuzzi. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm not gonna heat it up to the boil. I'm just gonna heat it up to tepid. How about you say it with me? Here we go. Tepid. Isn't that sexy? It's perfect for writhing in oil in slow motion. That whole experience taught me about my cultural psyche. And I saw that the Caucasian male really loves his Caucasian queen. Because he didn't boil Missy for the caramel baby. No, he did not. He put her right up on a pedestal. And he dangled her like a carrot. You know where I'm going with this. In front of the black man for centuries and centuries. That's how I know. The American dream for the African American man, drum roll please, is a plot of land. A big what? You know it. She's thinking it. He's getting ready to say it before I do. A white woman! I know you saw it coming. Yeah, because that's our history. Anybody heard of Frederick Douglass? He helped us become free. He helped us become educated. And he settled late in life with what?
A white woman.
Yes, a white woman. You guys know your history. I am impressed. For Caucasians, you're pretty progressive. Pat yourself on the back. I'm so proud. Okay, anybody heard of Huey P. Newton or Bobby Seale? Anybody? Yeah? And where are they from?
know where the audience is.
They are with the Black Panther Party, yes. And who did they settle with? Well, yeah, I heard some people say white lady. I don't know for sure, but there was a lot of poking going on. Because, you know, the self-righteous Karens had to go down to help out with the Black Panther Party education program. Because they had to make sure those underserved children were educated properly. And they had to get their fingers inside of that spongy black man's hair. Yes. And they had to know for sure that the curtains matched the drapes. And yes, it still goes on to this day. That's very true. And it makes us understand the psyche of the African American woman. Do you want to know the black woman's American dream? Drum roll, please! For the African American woman, she wants a plot of land, a big fat dick, and a white woman! Hell yeah, hell fucking yeah, hell yeah! We want not to mate with her, nor to be her partner. We want her privilege. We want her pedestal. And we want her hair. For years, we have been putting combs in hot fire and burning our ears and burning our forehead and burning our necks. This is some more history to remember. You'll be quizzed later on in life when you try to fuck a white girl. Because they're going to quiz you on sisters to make sure you're strictly whitely. Anyway, yes, that's what we want, your hair. And if you watch the news, you'll see there are black women on there with straight hair all the way down to here. Everybody knows that's not their hair. But as soon as they make glue that'll hold hair on our head for 3 months, baby, we gonna be coming up out of the swimming pool with beautiful long straight hair swinging it. And that's when we gonna get our pedestal back. We're getting it back. The black man is putting the white woman off and putting us up there, at least the 60%ers. Because half of them will say, I'm not into them, and the other half will say, well, it's reparations enough for me. But that's kind of why I'm going back to college, you guys. I just re-enrolled. Thanks. Yeah, I'm majoring in Asian studies. Because I aspire to marry a black man. And I've been V. I thought I saw the light. Was that the light?
Wait a minute, B, why would you get off that stage?
I know better.
Where can they find you?
I know better. Hello, everyone. If you want to follow me, I've got 2 pages. My comedy page is VVV Comedy, 3 V's Comedy, and my name is spelled V as in Victor, A-N-A, last name T-H-I-E-R-O. No thumb typing to follow me immediately. I know you're going to remember it in your head. Thank you very much. Clap it up for the one and only Sunda Kronquist.
Hey, this is my sister in hair comedy, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it's always a problem dating white guys, because it's the first thing they always want to do. No, they're like, come on, why don't me and you go jump in the jacuzzi? I said, not today. Not unless you want to bang a wet chia pet. That's why we keep on running with this show. Where are you going? You're up.
No, I gotta go.
Why didn't you say when you checked in, though?
I did, actually.
What's your name? I met you before.
I was just here to take photos.
He's audience. It's okay. Yeah.
Oh, your audience. Thank you for coming by. I love those frames, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Did you get them across here? Or they're...
I actually did get them at the mall down the street.
They look great.
Thank you.
Well, give them a round of applause for being a great audience.
I will be back. I will be back.
Thank you.
Photos next time. I just have a prior engagement. One of my good friends just got broken up with. So
You gotta go. You gotta go. Tell him to call his mother if she has time. Just kidding, Griff. Nothing personal. All right, we're gonna keep this show going. Now that we have a little bit of a hormone. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's not just get frozen. We're here with the comedy of Abby Rosen. Let's do this.
Guys, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy 48 hours for me. I'm like, if you couldn't tell, I'm like freshly 21.
Hey, good.
I've heard it and I'm trying to fix it.
She can do it. She's a woman. She can do it.
she's a woman.
She's a woman. I can do anything. I couldn't. If he truly asked me to fix it, I wouldn't be able to fix it. I'm 21. I'm freshly 21. So obviously for my spring break, I had to go to Las Vegas. Guys, I always despised Las Vegas because my parents loved Las Vegas, and obviously everything your parents love you have to hate. That's kind of just like the rule. And so I was like,
I'm never gonna go to Las Vegas. I'm gonna turn 21 and I'm gonna go to Iceland, and I don't want to waste my money on a bunch of slot machines like you guys. You guys are stupid.
and then I went and I spent $200 and wasted $200 and lost $200 on slot machines. And it is like, there is some sort of rush where it's like, I could be addicted to this, where it's like I could use all my money and press the little buttons on the screen and never go home because I don't have to. Everything's here. Everything is there for you. There's no windows. There's no clocks. You can't see anything. It's awful. It's just hell. It's just hell in there, and everything smells. I never want to go back. And there's no punchline. I'm genuinely feeling really awful. I genuinely don't think I will ever recover. I woke up today, me and my roommate were both like, it was like we're dripping sweat. Just like we had sat in the car for 9 hours on the way back, and we just woke up today like in our granny panties, and we're like, what do we do? like where do we even go from here? I was like, I met with a professor today, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna graduate. I was like, I don't think I'm gonna graduate. I think I have to drop out. Like this Las Vegas trip is like truly it for me. So I'll probably be back in the next couple months, but because my parents want to take me, and I'll probably have a great time. But that was mine. I listened to Crime Junkie podcasts on the way back.
Yeah.
They're fun, right? They're funny. Aaron's like raising his hand, but like I can't really see that far back, so I don't know what he's trying to signal to me right now. I honestly can't see a thing. The Crime Junkie podcasts are weird though, because you can tell like the women like love it too much. They love talking about it too much. So you're like, yeah, this is cool to listen to, and it's making me feel pretty disgusting. But then like the women who are speaking about it are like,
And then you could tell that he stepped on her head 15 times, and you could see footprints in her face, and she was so, and like they get really graphic with it. And then the other girl's like, but why was she there? And like they just go back, and it's a really weird dynamic, and it made me feel so ill on the car ride, all of us so ill that we got lost for 45 minutes on the way back, and we had to pull over so our driver could throw up. Vegas. I was talking recently with my boyfriend, who's not my boyfriend, Will Art, about how I want this is so funny that I'm calling you my not boyfriend because of what I'm about to say, is that I wish that I had like cute pubes. Is
that, like, I wish, like, I had cute little dainty little curly pubic hair that was just kind of like sat nice and fluffy atop my vulva. But instead, I have the pubic hair of a horse. It's so thick and coarse and it's like so hard to manage and deal like it's like what I will say, like, you could smoke it. Like, people smoke my hair. Like, it's so, like, and even if, like, you try, it's, like, one of those, like, it's, like, you are in the shower and you're like, what if I put conditioner on them? Like, maybe they'll be soft. No. That just kind of makes it worse. It kind of makes it drier, almost. And it kind of makes it even more coarse. It kind of makes mine even more coarse and thicker. One time, the hair was so thick and long in my pubic region that I had what my wax lady told me was a pussy dread. Yeah. It was not good, okay? Let me kind of break this down for you, because we're all best friends now, and I can tell you guys anything. I had not done anything down there in a very long time. It was long. It was, as I've said, it grows at a rapid rate. It's very coarse. He loves this. He's absolutely eating this up. It was unmanageable. So I call my wax lady, Rebecca, and I'm like, Rebecca, who works in the back of a woman's gym. That's kind of where she decides to wax people's vaginas, is in the back of a gym, like next to the treadmills. And like, I'm like, I need a wax appointment, Rebecca. I go there to the back of the gym, and like they kind of stay in the room while you're getting undressed. I drop my pants. Rebecca and I are pretty close. Rebecca goes, whoa, this is going to be a lot longer than it usually is. And I go, okay, like, no need to make me feel even fucking worse about it, Rebecca. Like, I know I was going to trim, but I didn't have any time, okay? It was just, like, too unmanageable. And so she's like, she's doing the whole thing. If you don't know, it's the most painful thing in the world, but it's awesome. And she's getting down to, like, the really rough part that, like, no one should ever see. And it's starting to, like, really hurt. I'm starting to feel, like, some pulling. And she's like, oh, look at what's formed down here. And I'm like, formed? What's formed down there? Well, you've been there for 30 plus minutes. You formed something? She goes, it's a pussy dread. I go, what's a pussy dread? Right? I'm like, sprawl the eagle on the table. I'm like, you can't tell me that. She's like, well, it's when the hair is so long and so thick and so coarse, and the wax kind of mixes in with it. It forms almost this dreadlock that's attached to your vulva. And she's telling me like it's like a children's program, like Dora. I'm like, okay, so kind of what are we going to do about this, right? Like, is this going to be a team effort? So she's like, you're going to get it off, right? And she's like, yeah, we just kind of have to go about it differently. So she brings out, like, hair cutting scissors. That won't do. That doesn't cut anything. She brings out, like, heavy duty, like, kitchen scissors, and she has to cut it off of me. And then she goes, look, want to see? And it's like, guys. A full dreadlock. And I said, Rebecca, I love you, but I don't think I can ever come back to you or look you in the eye again after this experience. Like, this was too much. And so since then, I've vowed to never go longer than 2 months without taming the beast. Because it's just too much. Thank you guys for listening to my story and my Vegas shenanigans. My name is Abby Rosen. You can find me at Abby J. Rosen on Instagram. Should I? And so now. You want to bring him up? You want me to bring him up?
Want to bring him up?
Yeah, I want to bring him up.
Hey, give him a big bring up, though.
Okay. Wait, I'll put down. Guys, you're about to witness the comedy of my not boyfriend, Art Brayburn.
Wow, that's so encouraging. Give it up.
Woo!
Yes.
I just like really also put my mouth fully on the mic, so do
I
what you will.
spray it anyway. Thank you.
Yeah, Abby.
Yeah.
Don't we all wish we had cute pubes?
Yes.
Has anyone here actually tried to shampoo their pubes? Because, like, we've all tried it, right? It's like, I don't know if this, here, ready? Here's a little tidbit about Abby that I was thinking about earlier today that I think might make all of that better for everybody. I don't know if it's related to the pubic hair thing or not, but we were just talking about how when Abby does something that kind of takes a lot of effort, whether physical or mental, she'll kind of rock one of these.
Oh.
And stare. And it's downright disturbing. She did this earlier while she fucking downed a piece of pizza that was bigger than her face. Hi, I'm Art. I'm probably not going to be up here for very long today. But me and Abby do comedy here every week. We love Soonda very much.
Oh, I love you guys.
Oh, we love you. And we're doing a doc about her and about this place, so we come here every week to practice the craft and rain or shine, which I'm basically explaining all that so that you know that I'm, you know, here we go. My big problem recently, I'm just going to talk about my problems. I haven't been in therapy for a while, so that's kind of what this is. It's a lot cheaper. So, depending on the therapist, I guess. Anyway, my big problem recently is that I'm like really great at Monkey See, like excellent at Monkey See, but I'm really shit at Monkey Do. I can't master Monkey Do for the life of me. You know, it's kind of an issue that spans across multiple situations, you know. Like my dad, when I was like 13, my dad taught me how to shave, in his words, in the rare occasion that I grew any facial hair. I still haven't, but I do cut myself shaving. Figure that one out. As Soonda would say. Figure that one out. Yeah, you know, if you can't tell, oh my God, Abby, I just thought of a crazy opening for this joke. Sorry, I told her this earlier. If you can't tell by looking, I tried to kill myself in high school. But I didn't try that hard, which is a bummer, you know, because that's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing if you have a conversation with your parents about it afterwards. Like, I gave my dad the chance to tell me that it almost ruined his life. I can't do that again, you know? That's kind of gone. The other day, yeah, here's another issue I've been having. My brain is terrible. The other day, I wrote down this as a joke that I might be able to do on a stage in front of people like you. TV is the books of movies.
What?
Sit with that. No. Don't you dare. It's awful, okay? And I need to learn. That's why I said it in front of people. Anyway, I just watched the movie The Accountant. Does anyone know what the movie The Accountant is? What's up? I didn't even hear it, but yeah.
About accounting.
Oh, kind of. No, actually, it's about an autistic man who's great at killing people. So like, yeah, I guess in a roundabout way, it is about accounting. No, they made like a superhero movie for like autism, where Ben Affleck plays an accountant who's so autistic that he can shoot everyone in the head only once, and they die, believe it or not. The villain's name was Braxton. You know, it was just one of those moments that I watched something and I was like, violence is so cool. You know, I grew up in the era of school shootings. There's literally no punchline to that accountant bit. Just the funniest movie ever. Sorry. I did grow up in the era of school shootings, though, which I feel like, yeah, I mean, Abby did. I don't know who else did here, but went to school, you know, and kind of had to experience that. It was crazy, you know. It was heartbreaking at times. But now most of my relationship to school shootings is like the ads they play on YouTube where the parents ask for money. And it's like, listen, dude, I was there, right? I was like 13, you know, I did the drills. We had a drill where one of the kids would hide like this against a wall, and another kid would do this over them. As in, there's a value system with the children in this school. So, you know, just to say I went through it, but it's like they play this shit before a fucking YouTube video. I'm waking up in the middle of the night to skip something, and it's a woman asking for any amount of money to help her beautiful butterfly Dylan. And I'm like, come on, don't hit me with beautiful butterfly. Sometimes they open it. I fucked it up. Did I? Yeah. Sometimes they open it with "Don't skip this ad." Holy shit, man! Like, let me make you feel as bad about this as possible. I was in a shooting once though. I played the bullet. No, that's the best joke I've ever written. No, I was though. I was in a shooting in Philadelphia. It was like it wasn't a mass shooting. It was like it was like a miss shooting because I missed a bunch. Yeah, nice. No, that was the fucking dumbest thing ever. No, it wasn't a mass shooting though. It was like 2 or 3 cops got shot, which I think is like whatever, right? Yeah, they knew it might happen, right? It's like I come here, I know I might not get any laughs. I know I might give Sunda a heart attack. So it's you never know the level of laughing that you're gonna get. It's just a risk. But no, like I said, you grow up in the school shooting culture, and you think about what you're gonna react like in that moment, or like how you're gonna act, what you're gonna think, how you're gonna walk out. And man, I was really bummed that day because all I could think of was like, I need to fucking jog or something, because there were 60-year-old men holding like 6 kids and running faster than I could drive if I had a driver's license. And I was losing my breath after a block. I was more concerned about the sweat plaguing my ass. I was at a party before this. I was in like fucking stupid ass gay Hawaiian pants. I was like, yeah, let me look gay for this party. Don't look gay in a shooting. It doesn't even put a target on your back. It just makes it way more tedious. I don't know. Patty's not here today, so here, I'll do this. What the hell? I'm getting big laughs, sure. Patty's not here today, so I wrote a little bit of comedy as Patty because I miss him. I've been hanging out with Patty recently. If you don't know Patty, he's awesome. He's also comes by here. He has a show at the Mix, and he is a strange guy, and he's given me a lot of tips on stand-up and joke writing that I think are really funny. So I just wrote some jokes that I think he might like. I think it sucks that so many things are considered gay, but I also get it. Like, like people say gay in a derogatory way, and like, I get it. Not in a derogatory way, though. Like, someone might say bobbing for apples is gay, or being neat is gay. And like, yeah, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's a bad thing. But yeah, and that's why when I need someone to fuck, I get my kitchen redone, just a nice little twink right to my home. It's easy these days. Honestly, seducing men off of TaskRabbit might be the most lucrative pursuit of my mid-early 20s. I'm not gonna lie. It's really something. Contrary to popular belief, you actually can offer a gay man working in your home a beer as long as you visibly present a lime with it. Then you're fine. I'm gay a little. No, not a little. A good amount. A regular amount of gay. I'm gay like anyone's gay. Who are we? But I saw the light, by the way. Thank you. But I used to be on gay dating apps, which are disgusting and terrible. Like guys on I don't know how else to describe this to girls. Guys on straight dating apps, their names are Matthew or Jared. Guys on gay dating apps are called Suck Me Up or Top Looking. Cool. It's fucking direct. Jesus Christ. How do you do your initials if they're all emojis? Anyway. But yeah, no, Grindr gave me like really bad instincts though from a just it wasn't even gay though. Like I would swipe through those guys and it would just make me want to do Roadhouse. I don't know, something in my male brain would just be like, I could have any of these buff ass dudes at my house in 5 minutes and just see if I could fuck them up. You know what I mean? Like see what I could do. And that's really appealing to me. If you haven't seen Roadhouse, check it out. Thank you. Get on Grindr. And my name is Art Braeburn. You can find me at Art Braeburn Comedy on Instagram. Thanks. Let's bring up Sunda.
What I would do with that first joke.
The what? Yeah, please.
The first joke that you did about yourself. I would add school shooter to that. You said something about something kid in school.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
add. No, I was the suspected school shooter.
Oh,
That's
there
where it
you
goes
go.
right
There you go. And I was.
It's beautiful,
Yeah.
right? Think about it. It's a perfect transition.
Thank you. It is. No, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Then you can go into. I should not be. I
Fuck
should,
my pen soon. I'm
oh,
sorry.
I did not. You fucked it yourself.
No, I left my pen up.
Okay, I didn't know. Cause you know, I it can only be a little gay, right?
Yeah, exactly. Only a little.
You know, it's funny because my girlfriend. Oh my God, I slipped. Anyway, no. I wish I had a wife. Think I'm kidding? Oh my God, I wish I had.
Marcus, lady.
No, it's bent. It's bent. I'm being very, very gentle with it. I'm not treating it like it's an animal. I want you guys to know something, that we have the greatest show in town. And you know why? Because I hate doing stage time. And so let's get this show moving. It's like there's no buts, ands, or ifs. There's only one griff. Let me hear you.
Yeah, baby.
I tried.
Keep it going for Sunda, everyone.
Yeah.
Coming in, making that lady do her whole set twice in a row
Yeah.
that we had just heard.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That was good.
It happened. It happened. It's okay. It scared the hell out of that guy who was sitting there.
Oh my God, he ran.
He escaped.
He escaped.
He was like, "Oh hell no! Everyone's doing 20 minutes. I can't." I've been doing bad. Anyone else? Horribly.
That's the theme.
Yeah, I think so.
Man.
I think that's what gets you in this room. You can't. No one's thriving and comes here. I can always tell I'm doing bad when I start calling my mom way more than she calls me. And she doesn't even pick up and say hello anymore. She just picks up and goes, "What?" I'm like, "Your son from 15 minutes ago." I took deep breaths. Now what? My mom worries about me a lot. I got a white mom. Anyone else? Yeah, you got one too? I can tell. They're the best, though. Would you agree? Mine's the best. I feel like the bar is just so low with the white mom, you know? It's really low. Like, my mom says that all that matters is that I'm a good person. And what's crazy, she actually means that. I told her that I'm freaking out because I can't find a job, and she said, "You looked. That's all that matters. Here's $1,000. And I'm so spoiled and messed up. I'm like, okay, I made $1,000 today. Okay, about to celebrate with some sushi. That's what I'm about to do. That's where I'm at in life. My mom pays me, and then I just order food. That's the cycle. That's the cycle in my animal kingdom. I'm trying to cut back on getting food for delivery, though, because I had a situation that happened the other weekend. I felt like the worst person in the world. I ordered food for delivery, and the guy showed up on a bike. I was like, damn, I was too lazy to use my car. So you had to use your bike. In my defense, I hate driving in the rain, so. Oh shit, that got sad. I'm trying to grocery shop. Any grocery shoppers in here? I just started going to Trader Joe's. I like Trader Joe's, honestly, but they're required to make small talk with you when you're checking out. Do you know this? It's a part of their job. And sometimes they forget to do the small talk until the very end, and that's awkward. I was there the other day. I literally, I had paid, I had my bags, I'm 1 foot out the door. The guy's like, "Wait! Got anything fun planned the rest of the afternoon?" I was like, just chilling at home, I think. I love chilling at home. It's like, cool, am I free to go, or are you free to go? Do you actually like Hawaiian shirts? It just forced the small talk. I hate when they comment on an item. That's primarily what they do, is they comment on one of your items. They're like, "Oh wow, they're putting peanut butter in the pretzel now." That's crazy. I'm like, yeah, my life sucks, so I don't want to. Just kidding. It's a political time now. We don't have Mark here tonight, or else we'd be made aware.
Made aware.
But it is a political time. It's great. I'm young. I don't really know. I feel like my politics are just. Here's where I'm at politically. I just believe whatever the last well-edited YouTube video I watched told me to believe. That's my. I flip-flop. I'm like a different person all day. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like that's the big thing with our generation is we're just like, she was talking about it, we're just on our phones. And I just like, I'm not thinking. Like everything's just kind of like a rough draft of what I say. I was talking with my dad about politics and I said something and he was like, that's ignorant. Where'd you read that? And I was like, read? You're going to be very disappointed. I listened to a video while playing Subway Surfers. Plus, I was driving, so let's not debate. I'm pretty progressive. I think I would call myself a Democrat, but I'm like the kind of Democrat where I'm just a Democrat because that's my station in life. Like, I'm a Democrat now. The second I get money, the real me is out to play. Like, I'm progressive now because I'm poor and, you know, I'm young and I'm hip, but it's going to change and, like, I can already feel it. I have like conservative flare-ups. Like I do. Like I'm like really open-minded and kind and liberal, and then I'll hear like female rap and I'll like turn into a Republican dad. I'll be like, this is shameful. What is she talking about? Wet ass what? My daughter's gonna listen to this? I don't have a daughter. It's just kind of fun.
It's just kind of funny.
I feel it's funny. We all do stand-up. I feel like people assume that like if you do stand-up, you're all smooth in real life. Like you always say the perfect thing in real life, and we all know that's not the case. But I had a situation yesterday where I literally was like so cool in real life. So I just played tennis. This is too much backstory, but I was in a long sleeve shirt. It was too hot. Played with my shirt off. Drove in the car with my shirt off, and I got back to my apartment. I was parked on the street and I was getting out of my car and I was shirtless, and this older woman came out of this building with her dog and she was like, nothing like coming outside to see a naked man. Or should I say half naked man. And I went, hey, internet cousin. That's what I said. She's like, nothing like seeing a half-naked man. And I went, enjoy it. You can look, but you can't touch. Oh, yeah. And she laughed, and it was awesome. And I was like, I'm cool. I'm a cool-ass dude with my shirt off. I'm freaking cool. And then she was walking the same direction I was walking, and I was like, that interaction was perfect. I don't want to like walk and talk with her to my apartment building, so let me hang back. So I hung back like 10 feet, and she kept stopping to like, because her dog was sniffing trees and stuff, so I would stop. And after a while, she turned around and she was like, is everything okay? And she had fear in her eyes. And I went from cool shirtless dude to this guy is scaring me and his shirt is off. I ran the whole spectrum of emotions you can have from a man that's topless, and that hurt. I got a girlfriend, which is cool. We just got into a big fight because she had a dream that she asked to see my phone and I was suspicious. So she woke me up and said, let me see your phone. And guess what I was? Suspicious. And then she started crying and freaking out. She thought I was cheating on her, and I would never cheat on her because I love her, and also it's like one at a time, you know. But I wouldn't cheat on her. Like, honestly, the closest that I get to cheating on my girlfriend is like we'll start a show together and then she'll go out of town and I'll just keep watching the show without her. And then she'll come back and she'll be like, babe, there's new episodes of Love is Blind. And I'm like, oh, is there? I mean, I thought we were off that show, to be honest. And then she's like, no, let's watch it. And Netflix snitches on you because Netflix has like the little red bar to show that you watch something. And she's like, babe, someone watched the episodes. And I was like, my girl best friend did, but she's nothing to worry about. But yeah, I was guilty when, like, I was weird with the phone, and she was kind of talking about it. But I think one of the reasons I was like suspicious is because I didn't for a long time, but I do watch like porn on my phone sometimes. So I was like kind of guilty about that. I wasn't like watching it the night before, like when she was asleep over body, but I watch it. And I was nervous, and I was like, there's tension there, so I was like, I just got to come clean. Like, come clean? Yeah, so this is how, I'm really whipped. I was like, babe, I think the reason I was guilty is because I hate to admit it, but every once in a while, I watch porn on my phone. Yeah. And nothing crazy, like man, woman, like they're little people, but like nothing crazy. And I told her that, and there was a long silence, and she was like, babe, it's okay, like sometimes I watch porn on my phone too. And I was like, what? Let me see your phone right now. All right, that's it. Thank you. Oh, you find me at Griff James on all social platforms, and follow me. I need to get the following up. Everyone follow me, Griff James. Thank you.
I can't. Griff, help me.
Turn what off? And welcome back soon to the stage.
Yes, wait a second, Griff. You help me. Can you help? The battery died again. Oh, Griff.
What is going on?
I think of him with my because I can't make it. Okay, it died.
She's got to come.
I can't do this anymore. I just can't. I can't keep up with these phones. I can't keep up with these phones. But I'm going to try because we need a little bit of heaven, and that's why we're going to bring up the comedy of Devin.
Let's do this. Yes. Yeah. New me. New woman.
Hi guys, how are you? Good. My name's Devin. I just moved here from New York a year and a half ago. Why? I don't know, but I'm here. Yeah, the sunshine here is really annoying. I thought I would like it. I thought it'd be the happiest place on earth. No, it's annoying because I like to bed rot and be sad. So I love a rainy day. Let me tell you, a rainy day and me are best friends because it's like a permission thing to be sad, to order food. It's like the rain's like, you can. Don't worry about it. You don't have to do a single thing. Just watch Netflix all day. You're good. I also use the rain to think about everything sad that's ever happened to me. It's like in those movies where they like look out the window, like that's me. I'm like, oh, why'd that happen? Why'd that happen? So the other day it was raining, and I was thinking about my dad who died of cancer. I know. Sad. So sad. Hey, don't laugh. My trauma. No. I'm kidding. My dad in his dying days, it just wasn't normal. He was not normal. So, the average guy, I'm going to think about my wife, my child. I mean, he screwed us. He was bankrupt. He was doing this. He was whatever. Anyways, you would think that he'd be all, let me write a letter to my daughter that she can read on her wedding day. Like, I know I'm dying. No, not him. One day, there was a knock at the door. And, back in the day, my dad was the love child of a Kennedy and, like, Richard Gere. He was a good-looking guy. Chemo did a number on him. He's 90 pounds, laying there bald, can't move, can't eat, so sad. All of a sudden, this knock at the door. He's revived. He's resuscitated. Oh, my God. Okay. I'm like, Dad, I could get the door, thinking it's like medication or something. I'm like 7, but I could go sign for it, whatever. He's like, no. You don't know what this is. You don't know what this is. He gathers all of his strength. He's marching to the door. He opens the door. Who's standing there? A guy with a 75-gallon fish tank. Normal. So normal, right? Guys are popping out behind him. They're like, yo, we got the starfish. Yo, we got the seahorse. Yo, we got the guppies. My dad's like, hee, my delivery is here. Not normal. Not normal. So in this man's dying days, he builds. It's like so bad. A collection of fish tanks with exotic fish. Normal, so normal. I mean, he's the poor guy. He's dying, and he's just this. I have to fix the pH of the tank, and I got to get the seahorses here, and I got to get the this and the that and that. But I'm really learning a thing or two from him. Like, it's interesting to me. I'm like 9 at the time. I'm like, yeah, we got to do this, we got to do that. Their names, the fish. He wasn't creative. The angelfish was named Angel. The starfish was named Star. The guppies were Guppy 1, Guppy 2. We later renamed them Mommy Guppy and Daddy Guppy when they had 600 fucking little children that we had to go get another tank for. Whatever. Normal. Anyways, my dad dies. My mom's like, I can finally get rid of these damn fish. I swear to God, his spirit flung into me. And I was like, no, you can't. They're my fish now. 10 years old. My mom's like, Devin, like, no. I'm like, watch me take such good care of these things. Like, just you watch. I swear, I had the exotic fish guys over once a week. They're teaching me how to do things. Like, I was like a little prodigy with it. I'm like, I might like build aquariums when I'm older. No. Actually, it was sad. My mom let all the fish stay with us until Hurricane Sandy, which for you West Coasters, y'all got like an earthquake or something here and there. We get hurricanes back in New York, and they like destroy everything and leave you without power for 16 days. So anyways, Hurricane Sandy rolls around, and all the fish die. It's like actually really sad. Not the little guppies. We got them saved, thank God. Yeah, so one by one they floated up to the top. Tragic. Whatever. I do miss them. I do miss having a little fish. Anyways, it doesn't help that the hurricane was named Sandy. My grandma was also named, me jumping the gun, is named Sandy. And let me tell you, she's a hurricane too. She's a hurricane of stress. To put a long story short, one day she calls my mom and she's really upset. She's like, someone came here overnight and painted my white door red. I think I'm a target for a crime. My mom's like, oh Lord, what? I think she's a target for a crime too. Runs over. She's like, why is the door red? The door was never red. My grandma's like, I know, never red. My mom calls me. She's like, the door was never red, right? Like, no, the door was never red. Never red. Who's targeting grandma for a crime? Like, who came overnight and painted the door? We call the cops. My grandpa was a retired police officer. We called the cops. The cops were like, this is a little weird, but it could mean she's a target. They're all protecting my grandma. They're like, we know the family. We love your grandpa. We miss him. My friend found the whole thing a little weird. She's like, have you ever been on Google Maps? I'm like, yeah, like I know how to get to my grandma's house. She's like, no. Like, they take pictures of the houses. Like, they're updated like every 5-10 years or so. I'm like, oh. She's like, this whole thing isn't sitting well with me. Like, you're freaking out. You're trying to shield your grandmother from this predator. And long story short, we look it up on Google Maps, and the door was red the day she moved in. My mom calls the police back. They're like, oh, does she have dementia? My mom's like, no, I think we all do, actually. Anyways, guys, my name is Devin James. You can find me on Instagram, Dev James. It was a pleasure. Thanks for hearing about the fish and my grandma.
Your poor grandma. Oh, my God, the fish. The fish. My husband had fish. What time is it? Time for you guys to go? We have another act that's coming up, and he's on the move right now. Let's bring up the one and only One Punch Jay. Let's do this. Keep texting a battery's dying. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to get your message. My battery's dead.
Sorry about that. How y'all doing tonight?
Good.
That's good. So I go at One Punch Jay because not only am I a comedian, but I'm also an MMA fighter. So I slang punches and punchlines. And it's not my opponents I'll be worrying about, it's my condition that I have. Narcolepsy be having me in a chokehold. And when you a fighter, like there's two different type of fighters. They got grapplers, and they got strikers. I'm more of a striker, because striker, they do everything standing, like punches, kicks, elbows, knees, all the fun stuff. Grapplers, they want to be on the ground, wrestle you, jiu-jitsu, ground and pound, and stuff like that. When you have narcolepsy, it make you sleepy. I can't sit down or lay down for too long, or I'm going to have to take a nap. So I was in a fight, and all it takes is for me to hit a dude one time. I hit a dude so hard that he shot for a takedown. And that's when it went downhill, because, like, I thought I was in a fight, but he was swaddling like I was a toddler. And then every time I lift my head up, he'd push it back down. So I'm looking at the ref, I'm like, are we fighting, or is he trying to breastfeed me? So next thing you know, I'm asleep. I wake up, I got man nipples in my face. I'm looking at the ref like, hey, man, what happened? He was like, you was out cold. I said, I was resting my eyes. He was like, man, that's a winner by TKO. I said, no, it's a VKO. I voluntarily knocked myself out. So ever since that happened, like, my dad, who's also my coach, like, I don't like telling people I have narcolepsy, but he found out. But I don't like telling people I have narcolepsy because, like, it's embarrassing, like, to tell somebody, yeah, man, I can't stay up. Like, that's like having erectile dysfunction. You can't just go around to my, yeah, man, I can't get it up. Like, my dad said, it's okay, son, we're going to get you some Viagra. I said, that's not going to work for me. Like, I'm fine, like, down there. But I fall asleep a lot. So ever since then, he been doing like little funny puns or whatever. So we'd be at practice or whatever, you know, before we leave, martial arts, you bow. He'd say something like, all right, son, stay up. I'm like, what you mean, stay up? You know I can't stay up. I got narcolepsy. Or one time, like, we was doing jiu-jitsu, like my least favorite, you feel me? And you fucking narcolepsy was about to put me in a rear naked choke. And all I hear him saying is, son, you got to stay up. Sleep is a cousin of death. And I was like, what you mean? Like, so you mean I'm always one breath away from dying? Like, you my dad. Why would you say something like that? or he'd do stuff like one time we had an exercise, and like we was doing jiu-jitsu again, and like people don't like to be my partner because I fall asleep all the time. I got to take like nap breaks. So he was like, if you snooze, you lose. I was like, what you mean if I snooze, I lose? I mean, I didn't took 5 naps today. I ain't lost nothing yet. Like, I'm narcoleptic, not irresponsible. Yeah. I mean, this guy is crazy. And like he has no chill. Like, he even bothered me like with religion. Like, so one day he's like, man, come on, we about to go to church. I know you Christian. How do you know I'm Christian? Well, you can't be a Hebrew Israelite because they're woke and you always sleep. So that's out the window. You can't be a Buddhist because they meditate. Meditation, you sitting down, it's gonna make you sleepy. And you definitely can't be a Jehovah's Witness because they driving all day from door to door and knocking, trying to sell a magazine, and you would have took a break after like the first neighborhood. So I was like, yeah, you got to be Christian, because like Christianity really is the only place where like you could take a nap, but there's so much stuff going on that you got to wake up. Like in church, I'm usually good into devotion. After devotion, that's when the pastor, he gets his scriptures and stuff, and he be reading it so slow. Like, he like, please, everybody, turn to Genesis 1 and 2. If you got it, say amen. If you don't, say hold on. I'm like, bruh, just read the scripture. We don't have to find it. Just read. Like, you feel me? It's your sermon, not ours. So usually I'm sleeping. I usually wake up when he get the hollering that wakes me up. You feel me? Or another time I like to sleep in church is when they praying. You feel me? I go to sleep, and I usually be the one still sitting down when it's offering time. And my dad had to wake me up, so I had to convince him to let me sleep. I was like, Dad, let me sleep, because like when I'm sleeping, that means God talking to him. He's like, why would you lie like that in church, son? God's gonna strike you down. I was like, no, I'm telling the truth. Why do you think the pastor tells you to bow your heads and close your eyes when you pray? Because that's the only way you can hear God's voice. So every time I go to sleep, he be nudging me like, what God telling you this time? He said, well, he's telling you when we get home to tell him I'm going to fry us some chicken for dinner. I'm hungry. And then my dad thought it was a good idea to hook me up with a girl with insomnia. I was like, Dad, why would you do that? He's like, look, son, remember I told you how sleep is a cousin of death? So if you have a baby with a sleepy girl, then the baby going to come out dead. I'm like, Dad, what the fuck? Like, why would you say something like that? He's like, son, like the Punnett squared. Like, you feel me? If you and her have a baby, it's scientifically proven that your babies come out heterozygous dominant. That means that they won't be sleepy and they won't be super up. I want my grandkids to have a normal sleep cycle because you sleep like an irregular period. We don't know when the nap's gonna hit. And so the girl, like, everything was cool, but like we didn't see eye for eye because like I was always asleep and she was always up. So she was mad. She was mad at me because I was sleeping. I was mad at her because she wouldn't come to bed. I wanted to Netflix and sleep, not Netflix and chill. So like the straw that broke the camel's back was when I fell asleep on her when we was having sex. Like sometimes sex be so good, like, you feel me, it made me fall asleep. Like, and she got mad at me. I was like, look, God work in mysterious ways because yes, I have narcolepsy, but my dick has insomnia. So as long as he up, you ain't done. Keep going. So she broke up with me because she couldn't get over that. So I was doing stand up at an open mic spot one night in North Hollywood, and I come outside to my car tagged, and you know what it said on the side? It said, "You ain't done. Keep going. Don't sleep on me." I'm like, man, this bitch done tagged my car. But I came and be mad. I was like, that's motivation for my ass. She's telling me to keep going. That's what I was trying to tell her. So my dad he also was my football coach, and we won the championship in 2005 at Crenshaw High School. And I don't know how he did it because I was on a team full of highly functional autistic kids. We was like the autistic Avengers. We all was good at one particular thing. Like, he had me on the team. I'm super, super fast. And I was so fast that I would beat the ball to the destination, and I have to sit there and wait for it to get there, and by the time it got there, I'll fall asleep and drop it. He used to get mad at me, you feel me? Like, he had his own medicine, but it doesn't work anymore. Like, he'd be like, come over here, get you some medicine. He'd hit me to my chin to wake me up. So then he started making me wait 5 seconds in line, and then I take off, and me and a ball of meat at the same time. Touchdown. Don't sleep on me. So we had my dad. He was a coach, and like, he liked philosophy and questions and stuff. And he always had some crazy, like, he was like the hood Confucius, but he was really confusing the hood because I like, Dad, how was your day today? Same day, different draws. Sometimes the same draws. I'm like, so you got on the same draws today, Dad? Like, that ain't what it mean. You would get it when you get older. That was his favorite thing. You would get it when you get older. I was all right, whatever. Why didn't you score last week? I was like, because at one time I got the ball, I would have scored if they would have blocked. He said, if. What I tell you about that if shit? If was a fifth, then we all be drunk. I'm like, what does that have to do? Like, I don't, like, tell them to block for me. Like, we ain't drinking fifths. We're in high school. So then he was like, and why was you late to practice the other day? I was like, well, if my teacher would have let me, there you go, that if shit again. What I tell you about the if? If a frog had a glass ass and every time it hop, it'd break. I'm like, what that got to do with me being I don't have a glass ass, Dad. Like, my butt is big, but it's not glass. Like, what is you talking about? And then he was like, well, son, remember that? Did I tell you about that time that I mixed practice? Nah, you didn't. What happened, Dad? He said, well, you can't leave your wife at home because you can't let another man come in your house and fix your own pipes. I'm like, I don't even want to think about what that is. Like, you would get it when you get older. You would get it when you get older. I was like, yeah, you tripping. So it was other people on the team that was crazy. So the too much coach that I really connected with, our sleep cycles aligned. Like, he was narcoleptic too. But he used to do weird, like, for some reason he had a infatuation with licking ass. Like, he, like, on kickoff return, he'd tell us, I want y'all to go down there and put licks on ass. Licks on ass. I never knew what he was talking about, but he was talking about hitting people. I thought he was talking about licking ass. But we almost lost the championship game because of him, and I was pretty mad at him. Like, so we was given a play and fell asleep mid-play. Luckily, we had a timeout. But I'm One Punch Jay. You guys can find me on Instagram underneath OnePunch_JAY, and don't sleep on me. I'm gonna sleep on y'all.
Oh, you're going on me. I'm going on. Okay.
Next week.
Oh, next week. You said.
Maybe Wednesday.
If you have some time?
Yeah, but next week for sure.
Okay, don't forget. Thank you. Thank you. Give her a round of applause for hanging out there.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes. It's always wonderful to have a great...
I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, let me ask you something. Why'd you guys let me do that Persian joke and not tell me? That's just wrong. That's just, I don't know. Who knows? You can't cancel canceled.
You can't cancel canceled.
You can't cancel because I've been through some shit. But I'm going to tell you something. I want to bring up this gentleman who's really keeping this place alive, and he's doing wonderful things with the acting school. And then we'll talk about Patty the Poacher later, so I got a new name for him. Patty the Poacher. We love you, Patty, but every time I turn around, someone's like, I went to the mix and I didn't get 10 minutes. I didn't get 10 minutes. I didn't get time. It's like, we don't work there. Just to let you guys know, we love to support everybody, and so we want to remind you that on April 2nd, we have a show at the Ha-Ha, and it will be featuring the director of the Film Actors Cafe, Aaron McIntyre, coming to the stage.
Yes! Come on, act like you love acting!
Yeah, baby!
Oh, thank you, Hunter.
Fucking exhausted. That was a long walk. I had a rough day. I had a really rough day. First, I woke up. And I got out of bed. That's work right there. And then I did take my morning jog. To the bathroom. Sometimes it's not like a jog. It's more like one of those, those walks. Because that's what happens when you're born in the mid-1900s. Fucking Jesus, I'm old, bald. Fucking had a really terrible, it wasn't that I was bald on top, when I had the stuff on the side. It was that I had some up here, but it was like there was a big clump in the front, and so I grow it long and then I push it back, so I did like a comb back. And the only problem is if you walk out in the wind, then you got this little flag going, "Boo, hi!" Like one of those, those balloon people outside the car dealership. Hi, how are you? Yeah, yep. I'm big pusey. I don't know. It's pusey. It's not the other word you were thinking of, okay? Yellow-bellied, chicken-hearted. I'm chicken-hearted. I really don't get it. I don't get hitting someone. It hurts my hand. It's like when I watch like Die Hard movies, every time they hit the deck, I'm just like, oh, God. Fucking watch that last movie. I was bruised all over. I don't know how it happens. It's really weird. They were. Oh God, now I can't remember what anybody's talking about. That's what my mother used to do at the breakfast table. I got her fucking eyes. Thanks, Mom. Fucking, she'd just sit there and she'd just be. We'd be sitting at the breakfast table and she'd just go. I was in a musical once, a play, and they filmed it from the back, all the way in the back of the theater. So we're about that big, on the screen, really, really small. And it was a musical, so I was dancing, and I watched the video, and all I saw was these eyes going. Because I'm plant a radish, Kent, a radish. And it was, oh God, it's humiliating. And sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. It scares the crap out of me. Yeah, so I'm a big pusey, and I've only been in 3 fights in my life, and they totaled about maybe 15 seconds for all 3 of them. They were really fast, really, really fast. First one was, just to give you an idea of what a pusey I am, the first one was with a girl. Yeah. I was 8, and she was just bugging the shit out of me, She was just, it's like pushing me and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden she punched me. She just goes, boom, and punched me in the mouth. So I went, boom, and punched her back. and her gum flew out of her mouth, and she was like, "Oh, you knocked my tooth out!" Just freaked out, and then a couple of weeks later, I just found out she was flirting because she showed me her pussy. I was 8, and that was it, you know. I was actually introduced to porn very early, 6. I was 6 years old. Stupid, I mean, really, really awful kid who tortured me. Gave me X-Lax one time. Who does that, right? Gave me fucking X-Lax. I shit for 3 days. I was really good at keeping secrets, though, because I didn't say anything for 3 days. I didn't tell my mom. Because he told me after he gave it to me, he goes, "I gave you X-Lax. You're going to be shitting like crazy." And, of course, you know, you're 8, and you go, "Oh, that's not going to happen to me." 3 days later, oh, my God. And I finally just went, "Mama, just gave me X-Lax." Oh, yeah. Second fight was, when was that? Oh, it was when I moved up to this new town. I moved to Woodland Park, Colorado. Yeah, it was a little tiny town up in the mountains of Colorado. And they had a rodeo ground. Have you ever been to a rodeo? It's really freaking weird. And they had a dance club. They had a dance club or a little banquet hall, whatever. It was called the Saddle Club. So I went to this dance. I was brand new to the place. It's summer, we're going out. I'm trying to meet people, which my way of meeting people is to stand over in the corner and go, just look around, tell somebody feels sorry for me. Anyway, this guy walked up to me and he goes, "Hey, man." And the thing is that, I was going from the 8th grade into the 9th grade, which this is my life, okay? Fucking just really, really shitty stuff happens. Because when I was in the other school, it was middle school was 7th, 8th, and 9th. And in the 9th, going from 8th to 9th, we moved to this new town, and their new town was 9th was high school. So, I didn't get to be top dog in junior high. I never got to be top dog. I had to come in and be the freshman. So anyway, I was this little guy, and this guy he was going into the 8th grade, but he was a football player. His name was Rusty Woods. Can you believe that shit? Rusty Woods. So he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, man, I got to kick your ass to prove to everybody in town I can kick your ass." I'm like, this is a great place to move. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for bringing me up here. And I said, "Well, you can kick my ass. I can guarantee you that." And he said, "Well, I won't kick your ass if you go over and tell my brother that I can kick your ass." So I walked over to his brother and I said, "Your brother can kick my ass." And his brother was old and drunk, and he was like, "Yeah, I know." So I walked over to him and I said, "Hey, I told him he can kick my ass." And he goes, "Well, I'm going to kick your ass anyway." So at the end of the dance, of course, everybody, it's this fucking little tiny cow town shit. Everybody knew it, right? So literally I walk out and it's like a sea of people, and they just circled me. And I'm out in this fucking dirt thing next to the rodeo ground, standing there with Rusty Woods. And he's like, "Come on, man, I'm going to fight." And I just said, "I'm not going to fight you. I will not fight. I don't understand it." Nobody has ever said anything to me that would make me want to hit somebody. I just, it's like, "Oh, yeah, you fucking call me a pussy? Okay. I don't give a shit." So anyway, he goes, "Come on, man." And he punched me, and I just dropped. Boom, right on the ground. And I closed my eyes, and I just laid. That was my first professional acting job. Yeah. And my pay was that I didn't get my ass kicked. So anyway, everybody starts freaking out. "Oh, my God. Oh, man, you knocked him out." And they picked me up. I remember all this. Picked me up, and they walked me over, and they dropped me in a puddle. I did not budge. I played the part all the way through. So then they picked me up, and they dragged me over, and they over to the side, and they're like, everybody is freaking out at this point. Seriously, they're like, oh my God, imagine you killed him. And so all of a sudden I'm laying there and I hear this guy go, maybe we should give him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. And I went, oh, and I woke up. Oh, what happened? So for the next 4 years, you know, from my freshman year to my senior year, I was known as the guy that Rusty Woods punched out. And, you know, whatever. I don't give a shit. Yeah. And it is pussy. It's pusillanimous, not pussy. It's pussy. Because, you know, pussy. I like pussy. And, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I don't know why I said that, but I'm not. Okay. I mean, I've only been with 3 guys, you know. And it did not go well. It did not go well. It was like, nothing can happen. Oh, is that a wavy red light, yellow, blue light? Shall I wrap it up? Shall I be done?
You're good. We were just figuring it out.
Oh, okay. No, it's dangling there. It's dangling. It's a black one. It's hard to find. Anyway, so we got to teach people. So what was I saying? It's about fighting. Yeah, pussy, pusillanimous, and because I just don't think I like pussy. You know, I like playing with them. You know, There are a lot of times they're very, you know, standoffish, you know, until you take out that laser pointer, you know, and then they're woo. I like pussies. There was one other thing I was going to say, but I just cannot remember. And I think I'm pretty done. Oh, you believe me, do you? Pocahontas with your fucking, you're like Elizabeth Warren over there. And you know, here's the deal. I'm Pocahontas and I'm Cherokee Indian. Liar. She's a liar. But I love her because she's like my fucking aunt. You know, I mean, she really is. She just looks like my aunt. You know, I'll tell you one last thing. My mother, you know, I went to take care of her during COVID. I didn't do a great job because she died. But she would have loved that. She would have loved that joke. But anyway, she used to do this passive-aggressive thing where she would lay in her chair, and when she was mad at me, you know, we'd get in fights, you know, because we're family. And she'd lay in her chair, and she'd go, when she was mad, she'd go, oh, I'm awfully cold. Gosh, I'm so cold. I wonder, it's too bad. I guess there's no one around to put a blanket on me or anything. And so I guess I'll just lay here. And so I go over and I grab her blanket and she go, get away from me! It was a lot of fun. It was more like a fun house with a scary clown with a thing going, give me lots of butter! Anyway, thanks very much. I'm Aaron McIntyre. You can find me there at AERON. And we are ready for something special, people. Something special's coming up. He's killer on the board, by the way, over there, making everybody look good. I really appreciate him. He's a pinch hitter, and he's going to come up right now. He's a great photographer. I saw some of those photos, man. They're fucking awesome. They're really good. And he is our headliner tonight. That's right. He's going to take us out. Give it up for Hunter.
Hey, it's me. It's you.
Yeah! Woo!
Keep it going for Aaron. Thank you all for not leaving. I saw you put sweaters on. Cool. It's okay. You said you moved from New York a year and a half ago and you don't know why? Yeah. I moved 2.5 years ago because I took a bunch of mushrooms and 9 grams told me to. I'm trying to figure out my thesis of like how the internet has messed us all up, but I can't. So here are just some ideas. it's like changed us in a way I don't think we realize. Like in 20 minutes, you can find everything there is to know about a person you have never met. Right? Quick LinkedIn search, little Instagram stalk. You can watch someone live their life from afar. 20 years ago, that meant you were a stalker. Now it means you're going on a coffee date with the dude and just doing your research. I don't know, there's just like nervous white women all around this country spending their entire day just watching their Ring cameras. Just their eyes against the digital people all day, like a cocaine fiend who has covered the windows in aluminum foil. But it's normal, that's just what Nancy does. She likes to watch. I don't know, we're all like living double, not all of us, but like a lot of people are living double lives online. Like you can meet someone, perfectly sweet old lady, you helped her walk across the street, and then she walked home to bully teenagers in World of Warcraft. I don't know, and it's like the internet has like normalized a lot of things, which is like kind of good, but I think it has some consequences. Like we had societal shame back in the day for swastikas, gambling, and dick pills. Now they're Super Bowl ads. Here's a thought. Did I break it? Oh. Here's a thought. Being called a Nazi on the internet is like being called a white devil as a white guy in Los Angeles. It's just bound to happen. And when it does, you're like, oh, wow, that's fun. I'm about to be on TV. What do I do with this? This isn't a joke, but I find it very funny that when I was 25, I came to Los Angeles to do stand-up on television. Wait for it, is public access television. Hollywood TV, nobody saw it. But it made me feel real nice as a 25-year-old. It was great. I don't know. I feel like I'm turning into Ted Kaczynski or an Amish guy. I don't know. But, like, I don't think it's all bad about the internet. I recognize the good things. I just think we should acknowledge the weird things. But, like, the fun things, people don't see them. Like, I think there are some. We should just acknowledge them. You guys know Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah, in, like, the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, Dungeons and Dragons was like, you play D&D? Oh, my God, you play Dungeons and Dragons? Like, who are you? Ew. It was, like, demonic, weird nerd freak-off. Like, that's what everyone thought D&D was. And now they're selling out Madison Square Garden. You know about this? For those who don't, there's this web show called Dimension 20. It's just a bunch of people playing D&D. It got really popular. They did live shows, sold out Madison Square Garden. Here's why that's fun to me. These people have been playing D&D their entire lives, which means they were bullied for playing D&D. Now, I know this because as a wee child who wanted to play D&D, saw the D&D kids, and I was like, I don't need that smoke. I'm trying to keep it low. I don't need, D&D is a target is what I mean. But now, like, they're selling out Madison Square Garden, which is great because you know they were bullied, and you know at least one of those bullies bullied them, went away, and be like, I'm the shit. I'm going to play Madison Square Garden one day, right? They thought they were the greatest. They could ball. Now odds are they're addicted to Percocet while the nerd plays Madison Square Garden. I don't love revenge, but when the universe does it, it's pretty cool. You guys like conspiracy theories? Yeah?
I love them.
Yeah, what do you think about flat earthers?
I think it might be real.
You think it might be real? All right, so you might be a flat earther. You're the perfect one I can ask you about this. So, like, I approve of flat earthers, but, like, why are none of y'all talking about flat moon? Think about it. He's not paying attention. But the moon, no matter where you go on the planet, it's the same thing all the time. What's the deal with that? Easy. You know what it is? It's a cookie put there in 1964 by Caitlyn Jenner and COVID-12. Do your own research is what I'm trying to say. You guys are fun. I'm trying to grow up a little bit. Just like a weird realization I had. Because like in my 20s, I thought I was grown, but I'm realizing maybe I just had bad role models, you know? Because like all my role models were like artists and comedians. Those are not role models. Those are warning signs. Someone should have said something, right? But like, they were what they were. And so I was in my 20s thinking I was grown, just chain smoking on a New York City floor. And then I met my girlfriend, who does not come from a broken home and is a therapist, so we have different ideas of grown. Hers are like paying your taxes and going to the doctor. Mine are like putting all the gas in the car and paying cash for a fish tank. Woo! Legit, all I want is a fish tank. Oh my God, that's the coolest.
We fish?
No, it's good. All right. I just wish someone had told me that my financial dreams were that of a low-level drug dealer. Maybe I'd be a doctor if someone had mentioned that. Okay, so I have to do 5 minutes on Wednesday, and so I've done 6. So let's see what 4 looks like. I'm gonna set a timer, and let's act like I just got brought on stage. Hey, it's Hunter White, guys. How we doing, everybody? Thank you. If you don't know me, my name is Hunter. Used to be really into politics. Then one day I smoked some DMT, and now I just really like trees, you know? Like I'm more watch the clouds than watch the news. It's been a weird year. I think my favorite story in all of us is Luigi, right? You remember Luigi when he video gamed that CEO on the street? It was cool. When it happened though, like, all right, I just gotta say, I don't support like what he did. I just support that someone did something, right? Because we all talk. I do this, I do that. We all talk a big game, but he showed up to work, right? And when it happened, like the media class, they're all just like, oh my God, this random act of violence, this horrible random crime. How could anyone do this? And the rest of us are just like, wasn't random. Not remotely. And like, I mean, I wouldn't do it, but like I imagined it. Like we all thought like we imagined it, but like he manifested it. Like that was crazy. Like I gotta say, there's a whole generation of liberal white women who when that happened were like, oh, did I do this? Did I manifest this? Did my vision board and hex against the healthcare industry work? It might have. No, honestly, the whole crime, I think it was white girl magic. Just gonna say it. Because like after he was caught, he was like our bad boy next door that everybody wanted. Like everybody loves Luigi. He's like, I guess he's attractive, but like that's after we caught him. But before we caught him, he was so cool because he was a mystery. Like, where'd he go? Oh, he's in the park. Does he have disguises? He's gonna go to Canada? He's got a whole thing planned. Nah, he took 2 trains and a connecting bus to a Pennsylvania area McDonald's. Right? He started out like a dope hitman and ended as a subpar hamburglar. Like when? Why? What happened? Honestly, here's what happened. He did it like a video game. Like I said video game before because he did the crime like a video game. It's a Grand Theft Auto mission manifest into reality. Like it takes place in the city. He did the crime. He got away from the cops. But he didn't escape because there's no escape in a video game. There's no like hang out in Bakersfield for 3 months while the cops lie down, right? It's like you just put the controller down. You go get a snack. You end your day. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what Luigi Mangione did. He's like, I'ma just save and quit. Go get some French fries. No, bro, get to Canada. They have French fries in Canada, Luigi. I feel like I have, 40 seconds?
You got a minute and a half.
Oh, right. It's a 2-minute light. Cool. Okay, so we talked about Luigi. The 90s were a weird time. I was born in 93, and thank you very much. I don't know why. I feel old when y'all come in the room. It's great. I went to Vegas for my 31st birthday, did acid and saw the dead. There's many opportunities. Take acid, don't go to a club, just talk to your friend about how you love them. It's a great night. Where was I? The 90s, cool. So it's like we get a little sad thinking about where today, everything going on, it's hard to keep a positive view, I guess. So I try to remember where we've come from. As I said, born in 93, and the 90s and early 2000s, there was a weird, creepy vibe that we don't have anymore. And I think that's a win. I don't know if I was molested, but I disassociated at Abercrombie and Fitch, you know? Something about that smell and black and white thirst traps. I just turned into a shrinky-dink man. I'll leave on this. So I talked about the internet before I did this, and I don't know. I feel like the internet is just collectively a friend we all made who we thought was really cool, so we like invited them to our birthday, wanted to meet our family. But then the internet showed up at the door with P. Diddy in tow. Like, I thought this thing was about community and music. Nah, bro, terrorism and dark web baby oil. All right, you guys have been fun. You find me on the internet at My Name is Hunter this Wednesday at Flappers and probably Friday here. Have a great night. Give it up for Sunda.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you guys for waiting. I'm sorry I scared this guy that ran out of here tonight. So one black woman, one black guy, me, and ran out. Is that unbelievable? Just ran out. I said, I'll put you on. No.
Yeah, I heard it.
No. He just went.
Are you coming back? You went, no.
He said no. There's too many niggas up in this motherfucker. That's what he said. I mean, my God, you know what's funny about you, by the way? You got to watch it because you look so Jewish.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You really do. So your Nazi jokes, you got to watch it. And you know, I say to everyone that makes a Nazi joke, you have to watch. Netflix has all these new movies on Hitler, and I watched every one, and I said, wow. If they have to understand, you go to Catholic school for 16 years, we learned that slaves were serfs. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just hide shit from you. But when I saw this, I was like, I didn't know that Hitler went to Africa. Like, did you know that, brother? I didn't know either. Hitler went to Africa. He couldn't beat them. Nobody talked because nobody talks about that. He got a few strung up, but that was it. You didn't see him come back with a bunch. Yes, he did.
That's crazy.
They found new footage, and now to make it real, like, you guys need to watch it, not for the comedy, but for the reality, okay? For the reality of when you call somebody a Nazi, what it means. You know, like this one chick, she was so dope. You had to stand up, you had to dig your grave, right? And you had to stand there and hold your arms up and wait to be shot. She turned around left and right and jumped in the pit first. That's how she survived. That's amazing. Yeah. They're taking the old sick people and they're like, look, we're not going to take them to the camps. We're going to take them to the infirmary, which was just another gas house. And so people thought they were getting help. So before you guys call people Nazis and shit, you got to take a look and see what a real Nazi look like. And you look like a real Jew, brother, so you got to watch out. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody did, and I said, no, he's not. But Middle Eastern was like, maybe he's Georgia. But you never know.
Named Hunter White. That's
Hunter White. I know what that means, Hunter White. Listen, we've had a really good time, and you're all white with me. And I hope you guys will be black, because that white guy ain't. I'll tell you that right now. He's out the door. I want to really give a round of applause to Abby and Art, who come out here and support us as well. And they're doing a documentary on me, which is very scary, because I actually have to clean my house, which is something I haven't done since my husband left. I'm kidding, Mark. He's not watching. He's not watching. He is right now, like, on some documentary about Hoover, and he wore fishnets and high heels. I was like, why do you keep telling me that? I read that. And really, what's going on here? Yeah, it's a true story. You didn't know he's cross-dresser?
No, I just like. I like.
It's true. Oh my God. People are asking me for him.
Really?
One of the guys here, I don't know his name, but he says to me, he's very polite. He's like, I just want to tell you that none of the young folks want to come around. Your husband just a little bit too political, so they don't want to come around and see that. I said, I got so many people asking me for my husband. Oh, no. Not me. Not me. I'm trying to think. One brother said, like, yo, I had a motherfucking history class up in that motherfucker. I said, when? He said, the chubby man, like, he kind of fat, like, when you jump on the chair, you think you're going to fall. I was like, that's my husband. I always think he's going to fall. Don't you guys? Every time. Nobody breathes when he gets near the stool. They go like this. He goes... That joke. All right. Don't forget Aaron McIntyre's acting class. You guys should take some footage of him because he's very important to this studio. And I really want to thank you, Hunter, for taking pictures. Nobody has sent me one picture, by the way.
I sent you Dropbox. Aaron has a Dropbox.
What does that mean?
All the images.
This is my Dropbox. Hello there. I'm Sunda Kronquist. Good night.
Yes.
Are we there yet?
That's my drop.
Are we there yet?
Slaps.
My baby Joe can't take it much longer.
Well, it had to help.